Dude, I'm a dingbat. I had the mic on the whole time. I didn't even know. I started filming before I came to the dermatologist this morning, and then the camera was dying. I didn't realize it only had 15% battery left. So I was like, I'll just charge it for a little while I sit in the car going through my notes, because every time, especially when I go to a specialist, I always have notes of what it is, and sometimes pictures of what it is that I want to discuss, because first of all, it's very difficult to get appointments with specialists. It takes forever to get in. So if I end up forgetting something, then it could take 6 months for me to be able to address it again. So I always have notes. And I have recommended this to anybody and everybody that I ever say, hey, go see a dermatologist, because I didn't even know that this is something that they could take care of. And I know how traumatic it was for me dealing with it, and for you to be able to get it taken care of is really, really like mind-numbingly amazing. Like, anyhow, so I have this list of all the stuff that I want to discuss with my dermatologist, you know, mostly the acting up of the rosacea. And she was like, okay, so how was your surgery? How was the procedure? And I said, you know what? It actually is amazing. Like, I am in awe daily that I am no longer bleeding. Like, this is so, I mean, I have never known this feeling for 34 years, and I'm only 43. I'm only 43. And for 34 of those years, so more than 3/4 of my life, I have never known what it is like to not have a period, and an excruciatingly painful one, with the exception of the last, 6 months of last year when we started the depot. The pain associated with it was, pretty tolerable and like, I want to say non-existent in comparison to what I was going through before. I wasn't having like the excruciating pain. I wasn't getting the cramps. I wasn't having the back pain. I wasn't having the like leg numbing pain. Like, I wasn't having those things. So I addressed the rosacea, and she said she believes that what's happening to me right now is that my hormones are just super out of whack. My body is just trying to adjust to the changes of no longer having my uterus, no longer having, 2 ovaries, no longer having that production of hormones being created in my body. So it's kind of like sort of losing its mind a little. And she said it is going to take a while for your body to adjust to that. It can take up to a year even. She said some people maybe even a little longer, but maybe sooner. She's like, I can't tell you how long it'll take. I just can tell you that you will need to be patient, because it is going to take a while. But I think that's what's happening. She said that it is likely that the steroids just increased it. But since I even have it right now and I'm not on steroids, she was like, you do have it slightly on one side that I can see right now. And the other side looks normal. And I was like, that's what I've been dealing with, that it's really mostly on my left side right now. And I don't know why. And she was like, I think it's just your hormones. I think it's just your body adjusting to what's happening now, and it's just going to take a little bit of time. She's like, but your skin looks phenomenal. She's like, it looks amazing. I never would have guessed that you deal with hormonal acne or any acne at all, because your skin looks amazing. And I was like, thank you. And I did tell her, with the tretinoin, I'm only using it 3 times a week, because when I was using it more than that, well, even before, but when I was using it regularly, or when I was using it more often, I was peeling everywhere. But since I started, so here's the thing. I don't know if I can increase it yet, because if I increase it with the new things that I've added in, is it going to continue to just be this phenomenal or even better? Or is it going to go back to pilling again? I don't know. She said just to try it for another month the way that I'm doing it now. And then next month, try to increase it to Monday through Friday and then take the weekends off and try that for a month. And if that doesn't do anything foul, then increase it to 7 days a week. I said, okay, that's what we'll do. So she did prescribe me the Zulantra, which is the Evermycin. Cause I brought it up. I was like, I've been doing these right now with over-the-counter products. So it's far lesser strength, obviously, than the prescriptions. So I would like to ask if I can have prescriptions for them, because not only will it be cheaper for me, but it's better, higher strength. And she was like, yeah, she's like, I also recommend a compounding one that she said it's like $45 a month. I told her that would be great. However, I have run the numbers through Caremark, which is my PBM, and the Zulantra is approved for $10 a month. The Azelaic acid is approved for $10 a month. And then the other one that I can't remember what it's called, it's an antibiotic cream. Metalazoin or something like that. Because I was going to ask about that one, but I didn't get a chance to, because when I told her about the Azelaic acid and the Zulantra, she said that she likes to do the 3 combo, and she brought them up. And I said, yes, that's exactly what I was going to ask you about. And, because obviously I can't get my hands on the other one because I don't have a prescription for it. The other ones are available over the counter in lesser strengths, but this one is a prescription only. Like, they don't offer like over the counter options. And she said, that's exactly what we're going to do for you. Perfect. She was like, I am so happy to know that not only does your skin look amazing, not only is your hair looking better, she was like, I'm glad that we didn't do anything with your hair, and I'm glad that we didn't mess with the spirulactin, and then we just kept it at the same. I'm at the introductory level of 50 milligrams or something like that, because I do have the PCOS, and I do have the excessive facial hair growth, and I do have the, hormonal outbreaks from that. She was like, because I feel like if we would have done it in a more straight, like, we would just be having you on medication for nothing. She was like, we're going to keep you on the spirulactin, the dose that you're on right now. And then we're going to add in these topicals, and then we're going to have you come back. She was like, I could see you back in 1 year or 6 months. Which would you prefer? And I said, because you are very hard to get into, I would rather, and it is easier to do the follow-up there, like to schedule the follow-up appointment with them there, than me trying to do it myself, because they leave blocked off like places for them to do the revisits, or the reschedule, or follow-ups, to do the follow-ups themselves, that I don't have access to if I try to do it myself. So I said, how about we do it for 6 months, and let's see if everything, if the rosacea and the hormonal acne, we're going to ignore the hair, because that's what she said to do. So we're going to ignore the hair, but we're going to focus on how my skin is. So if my skin is doing better or the same as it is right now, then I will push out the 6 months to make it a year, and then I will see you in a year. And she said, that sounds perfect. That's what we'll do. She said, because with my hair, because I did address it, she said that she is confident that it is just going to take time. She was like, for somebody in your position, she was like, you were thrown into like this menopausal state, without your body being able to slowly transition into it the way that it's created to do. She was like, plus your PCOS, plus your terrible numbers with the iron and with your blood count, and the hypothyroidism, plus the vitamin D deficiency. She was like, your body just needs time to recover. And once your body has recovered from all of that, then your hair will begin to rejuvenate itself, because then your body is like, okay, we can relax now, and we can start focusing on doing the things that we pushed off, hair, because we were focusing on the vital organs as opposed to hair. And I said, that sounds perfect. She was like, I do want to caution you though. It is going to take time. She's like, every single thing that you're dealing with right now is going to take time, but your hair is probably going to take the longest. She said, I would not expect to see any difference with the amount of hair that you have for at least a year, maybe even 2. And it was like, oh, you just killed me. I told her, okay. Like, I wanted to cry, like, for real. But hearing that she is completely confident that the hair is going to recover, that my hair, that I am not going to be bald-headed McGee, that I was like, awesome. Because I already feel like that. I already feel like I'm bald. And I know that I'm not. And I know there's an exaggeration on my part, but I feel that way. But still, I was like, okay, thank you. Praise God. Because this is... everything that I've gone through this year is traumatic enough. And then to hear you're never going to grow your hair back, like you're going to need a wig, scares me. But I didn't hear that. Praise God. Did not hear that. I heard, be patient. And I don't have patience. I'm not a patient person. So this is going to be difficult, but she's given me hope. And hope is all I could ask for. And I'm super excited to hear that there's hope. So I will, once I get the prescriptions, she did tell me how to do it. She was like, yes, it's easier to have the compound. But if the compound is more expensive for you monthly, because that would add one medication that's going to be $45 a month. I'm already like, over the $30 a month. But if I can do it for the $25 a month, because the one bottle is $10, the other bottle is $10, and then because I was literally just on the Caremark's website, because I was also trying, because she said that she was going to prescribe me the brand name, Phenacia of the Azelaic acid. I told her I didn't even know it had a brand name. I only know that it was generic. So I put in Azelaic acid in my price checker, and it did tell me that it is covered for $10 a month under Azelaic acid. She said she'll write the brand name, and then in the event that it needs to be the generic, that's fine. They'll replace it with the generic. She'll put on there that the generic is completely okay to do or whatever. I don't know what strength she's gonna give me. I'm just gonna put in 1%. Okay, that one's $10. I could have sworn I saw $5, but it's $10. This says for 3 months supply it's $25. But for $10 a month. So it would cost me $30 to get the Azelaic acid, the Sulantra, and then the, however you say that other word. And yes, that equals $30, but it's also $15 less than the compounded one. And she said having the bottles will also last longer, so I won't need as much. And she told me how to do it so that if I have to create it myself, she's like, yes, the compounding will be easier because it's already made together and you just, use whatever, but it's already mixed together. But it is very easy for you to do yourself. So just some people don't like to deal with all the extra stuff. And I was like, I do not mind. I really, really don't. I will do whatever I need to do to continue to heal my skin. And the problem is that my tretinoin prior authorization for tretinoin is expiring in April. And they said once it's up for renewal, then when the pharmacy tries to renew it, it expires April 10th. So I actually won't know until May 10th because I filled it on March 1st, so it'll be available for me to refill before the thing expires, which is fine. So once I get all of those, then I will show you how I am. So the plan is remain on the spirulactin, add in the prescription Azelaic acid, the prescription Zoolantra, and then the prescription whatever that word is. And then from there, because the way that this dermatologist works is, even though they told me they're going to send in those prescriptions, what they're going to do is wait till the end of the day. So usually around 3 or 4 is when they submit all of their prescriptions, because she's a very, very busy doctor. She's highly recommended in my area. And I'm just so grateful that my insurance does cover it, or cover her, because she's been absolutely amazing, to be honest with you. And like absolutely amazing to deal with. So if you are in the Fort Worth area and you are looking for a dermatologist, I highly recommend Fort Worth Dermatology. So Dr. Rosalind Nguyen from Fort Worth Dermatology. It's on Harris Parkway. So it's right off of Harris Parkway. But if you are in search of a dermatologist, and I've seen many dermatologists in my life, there's one in Salinas that, oh my God, he is flipping amazing, but that's in California. And then I was seeing one in Colleyville, and her name was Abby Jordan. But she no longer works there. So I had went through like 3 or 4 of them before I found her, and I really liked her. She was very knowledgeable. She's actually the one who diagnosed me with rosacea. Every other dermatologist prior to that was like, they didn't know what it was going on with me. They're just like, you're fat, lose weight, it'll go away. And she was like, it's because you have rosacea. And I'm like, I have what? I didn't know colored skin can get that. I really didn't. Like, I'm not trying to be like silly or anything. I really didn't know that colored skin could get rosacea until I was diagnosed with rosacea myself. And then from there, I discovered, I started researching and stuff, and I discovered that it is very, very under diagnosed in colored skin, but it is something that plagues us. So I was like, okay. And she was like, yeah, I could see some right here. So I don't know if you guys could see it, but you can see the difference in the 2 cheeks. She said that she would have me just focus it more so on my cheeks and on my nose, because she could see the redness in my nose too. I do get it sometimes right here, but I don't get it on my forehead. And I don't normally get it like at least in this area of each side, but I can get it like from all the way like that, all like that. And then my nose gets it. And then same thing on the other side. I don't get it at all right here. I don't get it right here, but I do get it on my chin. And you can see like a little bit of the inflammation starting right now. And I did tell her, even though right now it's not bad, usually somewhere in the afternoon to the evening is when it just comes out more so than in the daytime. So I'm super excited about that. And once I get all of the prescriptions, I will show you guys that Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday routine that I do on my off tretinoin days. And then I forgot to ask if I should be using them in combination. I forgot to ask that. Because I'm only using the Azelaic acid every single day right now. And on the days that I don't use the tretinoin, that's the days that I'm using the Evermycin. So I forgot to ask that part. So I will call back and ask, because I didn't remember to ask that. And then we'll go from there. I also forgot to ask if I'm supposed to use it morning and night, because right now what I've read is that the Evermycin and the Azelaic acid should be used twice a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. But now that we've added in the antibiotic one, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use it twice a day or once a day. I'm sure it'll say on my prescription, but I'm going to call and verify, because I completely forgot to ask. I was just like, well, you think my skin looks good? Like a giddy little girl. Oh, I'm such a nerd. But yeah, so I will be doing that. But I will see you guys soon, okay? I totally just, yeah. want to give you your digital hugs, let you know just how important you guys are to me. Like, for real. I wouldn't be able to get through like a lot of this stuff without you guys. Like, I know I've been complaining a lot, and I'm not trying to, like, I'm not trying to be a nagging complainer, but you know, when you're in a lot of pain, it's very hard to look at the bright side, but I do try really, really hard to do that. And even though I've been in a lot of pain lately, with my head and my back, I'm still trying to remember that I'm also very grateful. I'm very grateful for the progress that I've made. I'm very grateful that even though my back hurts, it's not paralyzing. I'm not like with a thrown out back, and I'm not just in bed because I can't move. I am able to walk. I am able to do things, and I'm grateful for that. And I just have to keep remembering those things, and I have to remember to keep focusing on those things and stop focusing on, this moment. And I hate that I have no patience, but I do need to learn patience, and hopefully this hair stuff is going to teach me some patience because I hate it. But I adore you guys, and I want to hear all about how your day is going. Good, bad, ugly. Leave it down in the comments down below. You know what? Let's leave a queen. Let's leave a crown. Leave a crown emoji down in the comments down below. It lets me know you've made it this far, and it'll be our little like secret code that we are queens. We are doing what we got to do to take care of our mind, body, and soul here. So I adore you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.